I do, and it's just being loud and rambunctious as heck right over there. I may or may not have miscalculated how long it takes to do my laundry, but that's okay. I've turned off the buzzer. Y'all don't have to worry about that, because I'm considerate and try really, really hard to make sure I don't blow out anybody's eardrums. But hey, we starting out in Ceres Station, you know the drill, and if you don't, let me tell you, Ceres Station is where all Super Metroid runs start, and where a lot of Super Metroid runs die, but not today. Not much to say about it. It's a little tiny level. You can't open the menu. All you have is basic level Samus, no frills, no DLC, and all you gotta do is run over here to the end, see the baby, and deal with a giant lizard problem. I guess Samus was called in. She must work for Orkin or something. But in any case, you can either shoot Ridley 100 times or just get your health to drop below 30. I'll give you one guess as to which one is faster. You guessed it, the one that our runners are doing. Let's give us one moment while we sync up these clocks and see what's up. And in the most proud of Metroid traditions, when you finish in an area, it blows up. So both of them now just gotta make a mad dash back to that elevator. Unfortunately, the station exploding does it in a very dramatic fashion. Must be some sort of method-acting space station. We're not entirely sure. But things get dicier as you go. Now you have steam in the staircase. Oh, Oshino having some trouble there. Giving Phazon getting a chance to sink it up in this doorway. Now suddenly tiles falling from the ceiling. Why are they using tiles instead of a lowered ceiling? We'll never know. And into Mode 7 climb here. That's right, taking advantage of that SNES tech, making the entire room swivel. Oh gosh, the big problem with this room is if you don't climb quickly, the steam loves to get in your way. And both of them making it out a few seconds apart. Oh, there's the secret. They used a power bomb for the self-destruct. But it's A-okay, because they're on their way now to Planet Zebes. And on PhazonKnight's screen, in case you're wondering about the pronunciation, using the kana, it's pronounced Zebesu. So there you go. Actually, no, maybe it's... Actually, I missed it. I think it may actually be Zebesu. It's been a while, but... I remember my kana at least. I took Japanese for 2 years, I promise. I wonder when Zebesu Senpai will notice me. Not right now, it's raining on our parade, I tell you what. Humorously enough, again, orange from space, gray on the ground. I don't know how that works, but... Yeah, the U is kind of a silent thing, but... It's always kind of like they're like a... Alright, both of them making their way down the parlor. Ooh, having pretty clean falls. And into the reverse climb here. Let's see if either of them are going to be using that trick. Nope, both of them just doing classic climb. Totally respectable. That's one of the fun things about Super Metroid, is that there are multiple ways to get through all sorts of rooms, and some tricks that you can do, but don't have to. Because the movement really comes down to execution in this game. And if you can execute better with an old strat than with a new strat, then you do that old strat, because you'll be faster at it. Alright, Oshino first to make it to the Morph Ball. Morph Ball has hit that age where it wants to look more adult, so it expects everybody to call it Morphing Ball, and gets angry when you say just Morph Ball. But we know better, don't worry. And already over here, to get themselves some missiles. Turns out that's all we have to do here in Blue Brinstar today. Oshino and Phazon, now having grabbed the missiles, are on their way back up to Crateria, where the action begins. You didn't think this was just going to be exploration, did you? No, 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 no. We got some action here in Super Metroid today. And action, of course, means space pirates. And what better way to compliment pirates than by doing a climb? Going up is definitely a little bit more challenging than falling down. We see Oshinoshinobuu showing off the behemoth climb. Meanwhile, PhazonKnight is... Let's see what he decides to do here. Going for the classic right-hand wall jump. Oshino already up into the parlor, heading on down below here, where... Ooh! Taking a hit! It's only 5 damage, and that's not really the problem. The problem is that since he's not at full health, gonna have a little bit of trouble getting those guaranteed missile drops. Let me see. Gotta check something real quick here. Okay. But still, let's see how Bomb Torizo treats Oshino today. Gets those 5 hits. Ooh, gets good missile drops, but accidentally grabs them all. The key to this fight is you want to be doing your shots in multiples of 5 with your normal shot. And he pulls it off, no problem, skipping that 3rd headless phase and already on his way out. Now Phazon getting ready to do the same thing while Oshino. Let's see how he handles the Alcatraz. Oh, first try. Ain't no big deal. Let me tell you, these folks making escaping from Alcatraz look real easy. Phazon taking a hit as well, still getting the drops he needs, and doesn't skip the headless phase, but still finishing off Bomb Torizo in short order. Very nice from both runners. And now both of them on their way down to Green Brinstar, where a little bit of that sequence-breaking fun we love so much takes place. Ooh, Phazon doing the Alcatraz thing, getting up into that little crevice, which is the one of the harder parts, having a little bit of trouble getting that instant morph to work. Alright, he's deliberating for a moment, deciding just to not waste any more time and just go out the standard way here. While Oshino sets up for the Mock Ball to get early supers here. Mock Balling is a very fun trick you'll be seeing throughout the run. By running, jumping, and then morphing right as you land, rolling your thumb to forward, you can keep that run speed going into Morph Ball, allowing you to go under things like closing gates and just move around faster generally. It's a very cool little trick, and you're gonna see them fit it in wherever they can. Like right here, for example. A bit more Mock Ballin' as heading into Pink Brinstar. Alright, Phazon opting to damage boost through those pirates. We saw Oshino do the same thing. That's just because they want to be keeping those 5 missiles to get into the room with the early supers. Your best options there are either damage boost through those pirates, or keep full health so you can get a guaranteed missile drops off the enemies in Green Brinstar. Alright, Oshino into Big Pink now, going down and getting himself the Charge Beam. Charge Beam is such a useful item. Even though it's a little bit weird to come down here and get it, you always want to get it. I cannot think of a single route that skips Charge Beam. Alright, Phazon, first try, also getting that Mock Ball. Early supers, no big deal. Oshino having a little bit of trouble making his way down here. Try to get a Mock Ball, but morphed a tiny bit too early. So that's what happens when you morph too early. Samus gets that little bounce and just doesn't quite get the speed. That's okay, though. Nice recovery. Ooh, Phazon, a little bit of trouble when he's entering entering Pink Brinstar here. He's getting knocked around by those, hang on a second, I think they're called Zeos. Let me double check that. I got the manual right here, because I am prepared. They're called Rios. There we go. Or REOs, if you're a big fan of Speedwagon. Alright, Oshino first to make it into Red Tower. Not grabbing that Spazer. Oshino with a PB of 53-13. Probably at that point where we're going to be seeing him not grab Spazer, as we already saw, and get Ice late. Alright, and first to make it. Nice, nice, nice! Having a little bit of struggle walking through the door. I know that feel, Oshino. Sometimes I just bang into both door frames and don't go through. That's okay, though. He makes it through. That's what really matters. Into Kraid's warehouse. Phazon about to enter Red Tower himself, just has to make it past the noob bridge, hopefully farm a couple of supers off the cack attacks. 79 energy heading into Kraid for Oshino. If he's that shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. Opting not to take the damage boost off the spikes, probably doesn't want to drop too low, because you know how it is. You feel confident in your quick kill, but you just don't want to tempt fate either, you know? Of course you know. But you chat are wonderful and very smart, and I expect you all to understand that. Here we go, it's time for Kraid. Charge beam, 4 supers, perfect! Getting that frame of the open mouth he wants to see. Not too early, not too late, just right. Sending Kraid back down into the ground. I don't know what's down there, but Kraid didn't sound too happy to be heading there. Phazon stopping and grabbing himself a nice, shiny Spazer beam. His beams are now yellow to match his suit. And also 3 beams for the price of 1. Now, there's a lot of joking around about the Spazer, but let me tell you something. Spazer is a very, very useful tool to have. Gives you a wider shot, does more damage. Especially as you're starting to get the hang of the run, because Phazon, I know, is a little bit newer to any percent. Spazer gives you a very, very helpful buffer and a little bit of extra security with the damage. So Spazer is a useful beam, and in fact, I also know that for a couple of our runners who do the more difficult, I always forget the letter order. It's PRKD. They actually need to grab the Spazer because they skip the plasma beam later. But Phazon making it into the warehouse right as Oshino is heading out. Unfortunately, he walked past the room while Oshino was still in it, so he did not get the all-important high five. But that's okay, the spirit of sportsmanship is still alive. They high-fived in spirit, if not in person. Alright, Phazon, 87 energy, heading into the Kraid anteroom here. Looks like he's going to be doing a little bit of farming at the bugs. I like it. Super count looking good. Now, he's set. Let's see how he decides to do this. Is he going to be going for the missile strat or the charge strat? He's going for missile strat, so he wants to hit 1 missile to get him to open his mouth a bit, hit it with a 2nd missile, and then 3 supers. Oh no! Didn't quite get that. So close, though. But Kraid is now in his stand-up phase. All he's got to do is give him a few more missiles to munch on. No problem, though. Energy looking good. Having no trouble shooting all those claw boomerangy things flying around. I don't know what they're called. Feeding Kraid a little bit of energy, making sure his diet is balanced. You know, Oshino getting himself an energy tank, some missiles, and the all-important high jump boots. Making your jumping just a little bit more speedy, and Phazon also sending Kraid back into the ground from whence he came. I cannot imagine it is very comfortable to be chilling down there. And now both of them rocking the various suit, protecting them from excessive heat. You could wear this outdoors in the summer, be styling, and stay cool. I don't know what summer on Zebes is like, but I honestly don't want to know. Alright, Phazon committing to that damage boost. Not give it up until he gets it. I like that. Meanwhile, Oshino enacting a coup d'etat on King Kakatak there, taking over the kingdom of Bubble Mountain. The king is well defended, but no match for the wiles of Oshino, who is now on his way down to get the speed booster, one of the absolutely most important items in the entire run. Summer on Zebes, I'm sure, is in fact pretty exploded most of the time. In fact, all the time, as it turns out, anymore. Alright, Phazon getting himself that Kraid E-Tank. While Oshino running out while the lava rises. This would be pretty darn dramatic here if we didn't know the lava never quite catches up to you. Alright, Oshino gonna be doing himself a little bit of farming, trying to get his super count up here. Oh, only farming once, interesting. Is he feeling pretty confident? Meanwhile, Phazon out of the warehouse into Norfair. Both of them in the hot, spicy nacho zone here. Phazon, I think, for getting a little bit how to fall through this room. There is no super clean fall path through this shaft. You have to kind of break it up into 2 pieces. Oh, come on, Phazon! Oh, not quite killing the enemy before it gets away. You want to try to kill it before it goes down that vertical shaft so that you can open the door now, not have to worry about it later. Alright, Oshino getting himself that wave beam. Now he can fulfill every small child's dream of being able to shoot Cheerios out your hand. And to every parent's consternation, those Cheerios do in fact go through solid objects. How the heck did it get down there? Your parent will cry. But you know exactly how it got down there. Alrighty, Oshino done with Norfair for now. Oh, opting not to go grab that super missile drop over there. Interesting. Normally, want to be getting any super drops you come across as long as they're not super out of your way. Alright, Oshino on his way out of Norfair now, going to be heading up to the wrecked ship where the next boss awaits. And he is, well, like we expected, he is not getting the ice beam. He's going to have to go for Red Tower Climb Iceless, which is definitely a little bit challenging. This tends to be one of the last few major modifications a new runner will make to this route, because climbing past the rippers and breaking that block without ice is a challenge that can lose you a lot of time. We'll see how it treats Oshino when he gets there. Phazon making his way through Norfair, entering Bubble Mountain now. Now he too must make that hefty move and dethrone the king. Oh! The King's Royal Guard, the stair-stepped wall, strikes again. Come on, Phazon, you can do this. No problem. The king is dead. Long live the king. Here we go. Oshino setting up the hero shot. Gets it! First try, Red Tower Climb! I got so psyched I forgot what the room was called for a moment, but that was real slick. First try. That is not easy, my friends. That takes a lot of practice and a lot of very precise movement that's not very much apparent to get those rippers to spawn where he wants them. Oh no! Unintentional botany in the Alpha Power Bomb room. And Phazon getting himself a speed booster. Now, both of our runners are speedy speed boys. They go really fast when they hold that button down, but they won't be holding it down. They'll be doing some shenanigans with it. That's right, this game is unique in having speed booster where you can short charge. Can't do that in the GBA Metroids or in Other M. And you're going to be seeing some of that here shortly for Oshino, in fact. Alright, heading back up into Criteria, where he comes across a very, very dangerous foe indeed. I am, of course, talking about the crabs! Crabs in this game are no joke. They apparently have a lot to live for. Especially with Varia, they do so much hurt. And now it's time for a little bit of short charging once he finishes killing the key hunters and opening that door. Oh, what a short charge that was! And the horizontal shine spark right across the moat. He is not taking a swim there today. Now he just has to get across the ocean. Looks like he's another short charge. Going a little bit further forward, saving himself the energy. I like it. That was a really, really clean moat and ocean. Already interact ship, 172 energy. Guess it really depends on how comfortable he is with his Fantoon fight. 172 for me personally would have me sweating a little bit. But Oshino has been playing extremely well, and his PB is a strong one. So he must be feeling pretty good about Phantoon, and I have no reason to doubt him. Alright, Phazon making his way back out of Wave, having collected it. He is not shooting Cheerios, he is shooting Chef Boyardee spaghettis. Opting to jump back across those platforms. Doing the running jump to get back up there from the bottom of that room is a little bit tricky sometimes. Alright, Oshino first to face off against Phantoon, the ghost we all hate so very much. Giving him a medium first pattern, setting up for the X Factor, and he gets it! What a clean X Factor! Looking really sharp. Unfortunately, he might be getting a slow here on his second round. Yes, indeed, a slow. But his health energy is still looking good. Gets a setup. And... oh! He tried to finish it off in 2 rounds, didn't quite switch to the super. Saw him switch a little bit to the late while Phantoon was disappearing, but this looks solid to be a 3-round here. Oh! Oh gosh, standing in the fire, that was real close. But Oshino seals the deal, busting that Phantoon, sending him back to the afterlife. City of New York, you'll be receiving our invoice in the mail. Thanks for working with us. Whew. That one had me clenching a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Ooh, Phazon did not stop and grab ice. A spicy move, I like it. Let's see how Red Tower treats him. Oh, interestingly enough, Oshino not having any power bombs for the attic. Many of the strats for attic do involve power bombs, so it'll be interesting to see how he handles it. Attic can be a challenging room. It's full of key hunters and atomics and all sorts of things that mean you ill. Clever use of shine sparking and supers should help him out, but might have to kind of wing it. We'll see how it goes. Just doing that ammo-only life. Supers are your best friend in here. A single super kills an atomic, a super and a missile kills a key hunter. Whoops! One last atomic, no problem. Taking care of attic. Oh man! I turned away for a moment and Phazon just completely murdered Red Tower. Nicely done. I cannot express enough how climbing Red Tower without ice is really challenging. So for both of them to get it like this, so fast, so clean, makes me smile from ear to ear. Alright, Oshino heading into Bowling Room here. Phazon heading up into Criteria, about to go tackle Wrecked Ship himself. You know, Oshino now able to put the controller down for a bit and put on his bowling shoes. It's time for bowling. Let's take it easy, just bowl yourself some 10 frames. I think Oshino's going to put on a strong game for us here today. Unfortunately, his bowling outfit is not nearly tacky enough to give you that extra 20-point bonus, so I'm expecting only about a 170 from him today. Which is a strong score, to be sure, but I bet you he really would have loved to have gotten above a 200. Ooh, Phazon having a little bit of trouble with the short charge, but has to be careful since he accidentally opened that left-hand door not to go into the other room and respawn the key hunters. Oh, Oshino! Don't look now, folks, but he is stylish in his gravity suit with that lovely shade of purple. Alright, and here we go. High-fiving as they pass through the door. Oshino heading back through Moat. Phazon trying to set up that short charge to get across the ocean, and he gets it! And he gets the height, so he bonks here, saving himself some precious energy. Loving it. Oshino thankfully having no close encounters of the crab kind on the way back to the elevator. They still do plenty of damage even with Gravity Suit and its 75% damage reduction. Alright, Phazon, 178 energy, actually about the same as what Oshino had. He might opt to do a little bit of farming here. Yes, indeed, I like this move. Oh, having no supers heading into... Okay, he's gonna go back up and farm some more. Oshino heading on back down through Red Tower. He's on his way to Meridia. Gonna break that tube. Alright, Phazon heading into Phantoon now. Again, no supers. He might be opting just to not deal with supers. They can be treacherous. We didn't see it with Oshino because he timed it. But if you shoot the super and hit Phantoon too early and it's not the killing blow, he goes into an Enrage, and that Enrage not only wastes time, it's very dangerous. Just waves and waves of flames. Alright, Oshino breaking the tube. Welcome to Meridia. It's like one giant bathtub. Alright, Phazon having to deal with the rain here. Okay, gets it. Phantoon appearing right on his face, wants to give him a hug, whisper a little something something into his ear. Oh no! Flying too high, he must have seen that shot coming. This is the opposite of Persona 5. He certainly did see it coming. Oh, Oshino! Trying to set up for that Shine Spark. Oh no! Accidentally shooting this door, falling back down. That is unfortunate. Phazon, meanwhile, getting a slow pattern from Phantoon, but wants that ammo. Yeah, Phantoon showing his face again real quick here. Looks like he's setting up, see if he can get some Dopplers. Oh no! He's super too early! He's getting the Enrage! Be careful, Phazon. Thankfully, he knows the pseudo screw will protect him, but you gotta be careful. If you accidentally lose the pseudo while you're inside inside Phantoon's hitbox, there is the chance you can get hit by all the flames at once. Thankfully, he avoids that. 53 energy. Phantoon almost dead. Phazon's got this. He just has to seal the deal. Ooh, getting ammo drops, so I'm sure you wish he had some energy. You know, Oshino getting X Factor on Batu and looking good. Oh my gosh! Ooh, Phazon dropping below 20, but finishing! Giving him that bomb in the eye. You ever had an eyelash in your eye? This is that, but exploding, and that's what Phantoon feels. The last thing he feels right before he goes back into the void. Oh, Phazon, you've got to be feeling real good about that one. Oshino, meanwhile, finishing off Batuun extremely quickly there. That was a very clean Batuun fight. Oh, doing a little bit of fun with the after images from the speed booster there. That will probably not be the last time we see that from Oshino. Now he's setting up. Oh, unfortunately, not quite getting up fast enough. Charge runs out before he can get into the Coliseum, so no Happy today. Just going to have to get through the Coliseum the old-fashioned way. Running, jumping, climbing, and a little bit of damage boosting if he can manage it. This is the same way I used to walk to the library before the police started asking me why I'm somersaulting backward off of thorn bushes, but here we are. I didn't think you could get a moving violation ticket from walking, but I learned a very important lesson that day. Alright, it's time for Dragon. You thought a ghost with an eyeball in its mouth was bad? Well, how about a mama shrimp? That's right, Dragon is here. She gonna protect her children and her house. Oshino says no. You will not defend this house, it's mine now. Firing off that X Factor a little bit earlier than I expected. Oh, none of them connecting, unfortunately. Standing inside Dragon there to not get grabbed by the goop. Ooh, nice Shine Spark. Dragon moving pretty quick there, though. Alright, we got a nice deep red-orange going on Dragon's belly. She's well past the halfway mark. It's still a few hits left to finish her off. And she's diving really quickly. Oshino's gonna have a hard time lining up his Shine Sparks. Oh! Staying a little bit high to avoid the goop. Only barely catching the top of her head hitbox. Oh no! Oshino! Oh, he's got to play it real safe here. Probably gonna farm some health off the goop, I'd imagine. Oh, thank goodness. Oshino playing with heart attack strats here, doing his very best to kill the commentator. Seems to be very popular lately. A lot of runs have been having me on the edge of my seat. Oh, all the energy. And a little bit of ammo, too. Alright, Phazon. Oshino finishing off Dragon, sending her back to the great seafood platter in the sky, while Phazon grabs the gravity suit. And, Speed Friends, we are now the most stylish stream on Twitch.tv. This is one of my favorite moments of any race in this tournament. Oshino grabbing the space jump. It looks a little bit like a clown wig on a mannequin if you look at it from a certain angle. And depending on who you ask, it is a little bit of a clown shoes item, but nonetheless it is useful, letting you jump as much as you want in theory. Ooh, Phazon having a crab encounter there, dropping his health below 100 energy. Gonna have to... might opt to stop and farm a little bit in the hellway from the bugs. I would not blame him for that. 76 energy is a bit dicey, or he might just... actually, he might try to just make it all the way down Red Tower and take the Sloater's refill. That wouldn't be a bad move either. Phazon's got some options here. Let's see how he decides to play it. Meanwhile, Oshino going to be getting himself a Plasma Beam, going through Cack Attack Alley here. Stopping to kill them, because Cack Attacks do have a pretty high probability of dropping supers. And after that fight, he is hurting for supers. Ooh! Alright, Phazon just going on down. Ooh! Good thing Gravity Suit reduces damage as much as it does, but I wouldn't expect... And he is not! He is not stopping for the Sloater's refill. He's just going into Meridia. And Phazon just dropping all these surprise, hot, spicy moves on me today. Skipping Ice. Now just go... Ooh! Now going into Meridia with nice health. I'm not sure if he's going to grab any health refills, maybe stop to grab the Mama Turtle E-Tank, or if he's just going to be taking a save before Batoon. But going into Batoon with 69 energy is definitely a, that is beyond spicy. That's like, at the very least, habanero. Oshino, meanwhile, grabbing the Plasma Beam. Now, I would like to issue a retraction. I have said in past races that the Plasma Beam does damage per frame it is in enemy hitboxes. That is actually not correct for Super Metroid. That is the case, and that's what it does in Metroid Fusion, which is the game that I was playing before this one. In this game, it just pierces and does a lot of damage. In some cases, it can hit enemies twice if it's in their hitbox long enough, but it does not do damage per frame. I would like to fix that so that everyone knows how it really works, and apologize for giving you bad information. I like to make sure that you all get exactly the truth from me. And, oh gosh, Phazon. Phazon. Doing them gravity jumps. Doesn't have quite the energy to do the Shine Spark, so he's doing the gravity jumps. Loving it. Knowing a little bit of tech beyond what he would need for this route, and it's helping him so much. That is definitely faster than farming up the health to do the Shine Spark. I'm not mistaken, Phazon does dabble in some randos, and that rando tech can be incredibly useful for backups. Oh, opting to take the save before Batoon. I really like this move. Bottoon does a lot of damage. Even if you stay in the safe corner, he can still ruin your afternoon. Ooh, Oshino going through the... Ooh, that looks so cool when you do it. Just running, jumping, morphing through the door like a speedy blue ball of death. Oh boy, that sounded a lot worse after it was already out of my mouth. I'm gonna have some coffee now. Alright, time for Bottoon! Phazon setting up for Bottoon. Oh, whiffing a super though. Thankfully, he knows the deal. Those charged wave spazer shots doing more damage than missiles. He has to connect with them. Hopefully finishing off Bottoon without having to deal with too much of his super speedy sausage shenanigans. You know, Oshino, since he grabs ice at this point, is able to take the fairway down to lower Norfair, which is kind of fun. Just a little bit of a chance to sprint through this room, blowing up everything in your path. See you later, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pirates. Those guys are just standing in that hallway doing nothing. Ooh! Getting that blue suit space jump! Oh, it's always so cool. I always want to call it a space boost, but again, GBA Metroid terminology seeping into my commentary. Gotta learn to keep these things separate. They are related worlds, but not quite the same world. Okay, if Sephi says might as well, then I'm gonna start calling it Space Boost, because I always thought that term just made sense. Alright, we're gonna call it Space Boost then. Phazon just going down there, bombing those bugs right in their home. I don't know about you, but if a purple ball came in through my door and just started bombing right in my face, I would give them whatever they wanted, so, yeah. Alright, Oshino heading on down into Lower Norfair with that one song everybody loves so much. And Phazon making his way through Coliseum here. Alright, let's see if Oshino's gonna do some Pillar Spark action. I think he's setting up for it. Oh, he doesn't quite get this charge. Gonna have to go for the power bomb backup in the meantime. He stands in the acid for a little while. Even with Gravity Suit, the acid does so much damage. Lower Norfair is probably the most dangerous area of the entire run. Everything hurts so much. The rooms are challenging to move, to go through. In this, the worst room in the game, thankfully Charged Ice Plasma makes it a lot easier, but it's still no joke. And into the amphitheater, just opting to hug the ceiling here with Space Jump, not even going to see the acid. Alright, meanwhile, Phazon walking into the seafood buffet. I want some shrimp, he says. You want shrimp? Say the little children here. Well, he's gonna get some shrimp, I just don't think it's the kind he wanted. Oh no, accidentally boob sparking! Often just to get a few charge shots in early, do some damage to kinda warm her up a bit. Oh no, he gets gooped! Oh, nice, nice. He manages to avoid getting the hug. Yeah, thankfully Dragon, there are many ways to hurt Dragon, and our runners are experienced in many of those ways. Phazon showing off several methods. Charged shots, missiles, and shine sparks, just hybridizing their methods as best they can. There's no wrong way to kill a Dragon. Lusky's trying to get the short charge, not quite getting it. Ooh! Oh, that one looked promising. Just gonna have to give her a few missiles in the belly there. Meanwhile, Oshino about to give us the double boss thing, heading into Ridley. The shouty boy is back. And I forgot how the rest of my boyfriend's back lyrics go, otherwise I would have regaled you with that. But the fact of the matter is, Oshino's gonna have to give Ridley 20 charged shots here to send him back to wherever pieces of Ridley go when they fall into the ground. Once he's done that, he just has to get grabbed and the fight is over, which is not as free as it sounds. Ridley likes to move around, likes to pogo, likes to lunge, and if you hit him off screen, it doesn't count. Not to mention, even once he's dead, he can still kill you. Ridley is no joke. Like pretty much every other appearance he has, Ridley is very dangerous. Oh gosh, I turned to look at Phazon here, but Oshino makes him look not dangerous in the slightest. Phazon, please be careful. Oh, he gets scooped! He gets scooped! He gets grabbed! 81 energy. Oh, he gets the instant tail! Watch out, Phazon! Ugh! If he takes another tail, he would be at 1 energy! Oh my god, Phazon! Meanwhile, Oshino did not grab the Ridley E-Tank. He doesn't need it. He only needs— oh god! Phazon, please! 37 energy puts him at puts him in real danger of dying here. He's got to be so careful, opting to take the power bombs to clear out the goop. I like this strat. And he finishes it! The clutch Dragon fight. Just when the shrimp was coming for you, you say, no, get back on the buffet table. Today we dine. Today we feast. And what better thing to dine on than sweet, sweet victory? Space Jump. His prize. Sometimes you gotta look— that's right, sometimes you gotta look at the dinner on your plate, stab your fork into it and say, not today. Phazon going to be making his way to the plasma beam now. 127 energy though, he's still going to want to be a little bit careful because there's a lot of spikes in Kakatak Alley. Oshino making his way back out of Lower Norfair. He has to watch out for the Key Hunters, opting to play it safe. And playing it safe with the Key Hunters is there's no shame in doing that. Key Hunters do 50 damage on contact, even with Gravity Suit. They are the highest damage non-boss enemy in the game. No joke. And he's not done with them yet. He still has to make it through the 3 Musketeers room, 3 Key Hunters in very narrow passageways. And with only 195 energy, if he doesn't play that room well, which is the room right here, he could be in trouble. Oh gosh, and the acid! Is he gonna just roll through it? Okay. He's gotta be careful. Here come the Musketeers. Opting just to give him the charged plasma, give him a hero shot right there. And he killed the 3rd one off screen. Look at this guy. Alright, back into plain simple Norfair. Meanwhile, Phazon almost at plasma now. Ooh, 88 energy. Got knocked around a little bit. Meridia, despite having some of the best atmospheric music in the game and being a nice relaxing water area, is anything but relaxing. Things hurt so much. Even the pancakes hurt you. No amount of maple syrup can soothe that wound. Oh god, Phazon, please. It's not worth it. Stop fighting the blob. Alright, ooh, Oshino deftly dodging the save capsule, and he is on his way back up to Turian. That's right, Oshino is an endgame now. He has finished off the 4 bosses. All that remains is going to the space pirate base deep under the surface and finishing the fight. I've been saying that an awful lot, and I don't even play that much Halo. I don't know what's going on. Thankfully, we do have a nice shortcut to get there, passing through Meridia. It's faster than climbing back up the Red Tower. And Phazon now has his plasma beam. Look at that. Twin green beams of death. Alright, now we have to ask ourselves a very important question. How is Oshino going to handle the fish in the next room? The public demands to know. Sephi demands to know. What will he do? He's waving! Aww. Oshino showing he is not just a friend to us, but also a friend to animals. I say that, but I fully expect him probably not to save the animals later. We'll see. I honestly don't know. I can't remember what everyone does with that. We'll find out soon enough, because Oshino is, like I said, on the way to Turian. Alright, Phazon now exiting Meridia. I'm sure he's happy to say goodbye to this watery place. He's spent long enough in the... He's been in this bathtub so long, even his suit is starting to get prune fingers. Heading on down into Norfair. Now he too will be grabbing the ice beam and likely taking the fairway down to Lower Norfair. Is Oshino gonna get it? Oh, he gets it! He carried that space boost all the way through the wall. I have heard that some folks call that scansion, like the friggin' things you use when you go to the BMV. I don't know if that's legit or they're just yanking my chain, so I'm just gonna say that's a really cool space boost! Alright, and actually, now that Oshino's made it to the Golden 5, the 5th Golden was the friends we made along the way. All of you, I'm glad you're here. I'm gonna actually now finally take a moment to talk about why we call this a Super Metroid Prodigy tournament. Because anytime you watch a marathon or anything of that sort, you'll likely see some of the tippy top names in Super Metroid showing their stuff. But we decided, you know what? What about the up-and-coming players? What about the champions of tomorrow? Those folks need a chance to shine too, a chance to show us what they got. So the Super Metroid Prodigy tournament was created. In order to play, all you have to do is have an any % PB that is longer than 50 minutes, and that is what all of our runners have. And since then, we've had they have been so much improvement. Some folks have even broken the 50-minute barrier since starting the tournament. So the improvement is real. The camaraderie is real. It's been a spectacular time so far. And in order to answer someone's question, as far as I know, we have one person who does New Route every time. I think there's one or two other people who know New Route, but do KPDR for the tournament. Alright, Oshino first to make it into Turian. Decided, you know what? Killing shrimp was great. Let us fry ourselves up some jellyfish. He enjoys the stingy taste. And in the most time-honored tradition, you flash freeze them and then you blow them up with missiles. This is a Michelin star restaurant that Oshino is running here in Turian today. And his ammo count is looking good. Supers are hard to come by at this point. There's a missile refill, but it does not give you supers. And he gets himself those 10 supers. Excellent, excellent, excellent. He is loving this ammo count, I am sure. And Phazon heading on down into Lower Norfair. 184 energy, though. He's gonna have to play it carefully. Lower Norfair is no joke. Now he has to get through the pillar room with all that acid. Hopefully this works out well for him, because heading into the worst room in the game at under 100 energy, even with charged ice plasma, is not what you want to be doing. Oshino going for the baby skip! He's got it in the loop. Oh no! It was looking so good, but the baby cut the corner a little bit harder. He's been going to the track and learning those racing drifts. I'm of course kidding, you don't drift in actual racing. But still, regardless, the fact of the matter is the baby's hunger and technique has overcome Oshino's attempt to skip him. That was a valiant effort though, Oshino. That you had it most of the way there. Gonna be taking the energy refill here though. Understandably so. Meanwhile, Phazon playing it safe through the worst room in the game, dropping to 52 energy there for a moment. Ooh, dropped a space jump, but thankfully did not land in the acid. He can still make it out. 72 energy, though, is pretty dicey. He might opt to go get the Firefleet E-Tank. I would not be surprised if he does. Because it would probably also be faster than farming the farming bugs somewhere. Nope, he's just going. He's got to be careful, though. 2 hits from the Key Hunters will kill him here. Opting to play it safe. Meanwhile, Oshino taking the save right before Mother Brain Room. Very, very smart move. And he gets Zeb Skip first try, no problem. 7 supers, 20 missiles. He's in good shape. You just gotta get that Mother Brain out of that tank and into phase 2. Hopefully he does not get his supers sniped by the turrets. And dealing with them SpaghettiOs in short order. Let those SpaghettiOs set the tone for what is to come. Mother Brain does run a restaurant here. Unfortunately, she does not serve the highest quality of ingredients. So everybody, welcome to the Mother Brain 2 Cafe. Oshino's got to give her 20 charged shots to the face to send her into phase 3, but he cannot let his health drop under 300 energy, or he's going to have to reload that save. Meanwhile, Phazon, having unfortunately grabbed the power bombs of shame, not having the bombs he needed to break through the floor here, and his energy's back to 95, probably going to be opting to... Actually, wait, he has to deal with the Metal Pirates first. They could drop him some health, some much needed health. Getting them into their vulnerable form, no problem. Okay, energy looking a lot better. And Oshino, no problem, already into Mother Brain 3 here. Alright, yeah, Phazon's going to be taking a little bit slower through here, killing some enemies, farming some bugs, getting his energy back up closer to full. Again, Ridley is no joke, and it takes a lot of practice to get good at doing the dance with him. Incidentally, Ridley is a pretty terrible dance partner. He dances as if he has 2 left wings. Oh, Phazon, please kill the multi-violas. They lag the game when you're firing the plasma beam otherwise. Alright, Oshino, meanwhile, learning what happens when Mother Brain forgets to set a kid menu down at the table. Baby takes matters into its own hands. Doesn't kiss the chef so much as suck the life out of the chef. Alright, Phazon getting ready to tackle Ridley. Again, 20 charged shots to send Ridley into his grab you and die animation. That's what he wants to do. Oh, trying to get him to turn around, accidentally rolling into the acid. Be careful, Phazon. Oh no. Ridley, however, is also a health inspector. He's here to shut this restaurant down. No amount of bribery will help you now, Mother Brain. I'm giving this place a rating of D. The worst rating you can health inspect a restaurant. D for dust, which is what I'm turning you into. Alright, Oshino has in fact turned Mother Brain into dust. Meanwhile, Phazon getting Ridley pogoing facing to the left, and he finishes it! Attaboy, Phazon, having a great run so far. And Oshino already on his way out. Unfortunately, Mother Brain running a very strange restaurant, and when she loses her license, she just goes to the back and pushes the button, which causes the restaurant to explode, along with apparently the entire planet. I don't know how much oil she had in that deep fryer, but it's going to explode real big. Alright, Phazon opting to grab the Ridley E-Tank, giving himself a little bit of extra health buffer. I always like having a little bit of extra health. I too like to run with 500 extra energy. And he's going to be heading on his way up to Turian now, while Oshino is on his way out. But he's not home free yet. He still has to make it up through Crateria. And he rockets up through the air with the greatest of ease into the parlor. Now the burning question, he stopped to wave to Sephi's fish. Is he going to stop and save the animals? Only time will tell. He's coming up on it now. And he is not. Oshino heading straight out to the surface to his ship. And with that, GG's to Oshinoshinobuu, who is our winner here today with an official SRL time of 54:41. All right, we're going to send him a little bit of a DM here. Slide on into his DM, see if he wants to come in here and say a few words. In the meantime, Phazon is making his way out of Lower Norfair, getting past those key hunters, taking a little bit of damage, but still in really good shape. Still has to get past those 3 musketeers, though. No longer content with just making candy bars, they are now ruining the lives of travelers. Oh. Oshino, GG, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So, how do you feel about that run overall? Like, what?
Oh man, there were some sketchy moments.
Yeah, I was definitely yelling a lot during some parts.
Yeah, like, when I was in Phantoon, I accidentally used my second power bomb before I got in there, so I went in there with 1 power bomb less than I'm normally used to, because I usually do a 2-round X. So I was like, oh great, that means I'm gonna have to like try to Doppler him, and I'm really awful at that. I didn't realize how bad my health actually was until I actually killed him and I had like energy, so that wasn't that great. And that didn't really set me up at all for my attic, because at that point I didn't have a power bomb. There's nothing you could farm in there to get a power bomb, so I was kind of toast after that.
Yeah, that was... But you managed to adapt on the fly there, though. That was pretty impressive. But I'm not gonna lie, when you were at, was it, I think 12 energy, and you were still standing on top of a disappearing flame, I got real worried for a moment there.
Yeah, that happened, and then my Dragon fight. Ooh, man, that scared me really. Because I went for 1 last shine, but I was anticipating him swooping and not gooping, and he ended up gooping, so I barely hit him at all. I had 15 health, he grabbed me, and I know, I think the wiki says like 60 inputs is what it takes in order for him to release you.
That's a lot.
Man, you should have seen me using that controller.
I can imagine.
Yeah, there was...
You broke me real quick.
Yeah, there was some fear in my heart, that's for sure.
Understandable, because if that tail had come in, that would have been the end, but you avoided that and finished the fight. You gave us an exciting run, that's for sure.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun with it.
Good.
Yeah, at that point, I was like, well, I could probably still PB if I have a really good Dragon, so I went for it, and it almost didn't pay off. So after that, that's when I decided to start slowing down a little bit. I didn't farm for Ridley because I feel pretty confident with my Ridley fight. I didn't bother with the Ridley tank because I feel relatively confident with my escape. And then I got to Mother Brain and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to PB anyway. I might as well just go ahead and take the save just to kind of make things guaranteed, I guess.
Yeah, that's definitely not a bad move. Because goodness knows, even when you don't plan for it, any number of things can go wrong with Mother Brain.
Oh yeah, 1 catch up and it's game over. Even if you have an extra tank, it really can get you real.
Yeah. But you pulled it out. You gave us a very enjoyable Deathless run there. Thank you so much. Do you have any thing particularly you think you might be working on for next week? Because let me check here. This puts you at, I want to say, 1-1?
I believe that puts me at 2-1 at this point.
2-1? Oh, that's right. This is week 3. Mm-hmm. I'm really good at counting. 2-1. So that puts you into some pretty strong company here. So what are you going to be doing to plan for next week?
I mean, I could plan all I want, but we all know how it goes. You can sit here and you can practice over and over and over a segment or a boss fight, and then a little bit of nerves hit, and you don't tap at the right point. And before you know it, you're getting grabbed by Dragon with 15 health.
That seems oddly specific.
Yeah. I mean, I practiced my Dragon fight so many times, and it just did not go at all how I wanted it to go. So, I mean, I can keep practicing my Dragon fight, and we'll see if it gets any better for next week. I might just focus on overall movements.
All right. That sounds good. So you got any final words, nuggets of wisdom, words for the fans?
Thank you for watching. It was so fun to do this tournament stuff. I really want to thank Sephi for putting on this tournament because it's awesome. I've got to meet so many new runners, and it gives me something to like look forward to every day. Just like I watch all the matches, any ones that I'm, and I think it's a lot of fun to watch this kind of stuff, especially watching players that are at a similar skill level to us, because we all know that we can tune into, you know, a high level player stream any day of the week and watch them pick up a 42 or 43 all the time. But watching somebody progressively improve and go from like a 57 to a low 50 or something like that, I think that's a lot more fun at this point.
Those were some spectacular words, Oshino. I like them a lot. Thank you so much. Again, congratulations, GG's to you, and look forward to seeing what you got for us next week.
Oh yeah, thank you for the commentary. See you later.
Later. All right. That timed out pretty well here, because Phazon now making his way into Turian. Going to face off against them deadly space jellyfish himself. Let's see how it works out for him. So far, so good. Doing some good work grouping them up here as well. If you group them up, you can kill them with... You only need one set of ammunition instead of multiple to kill them. But you get all the drops. It's kind of like health food, except instead of eating healthy, you're killing more Metroids with less ammo. Alright, and see if you can group all three of these together here. Oh! Gotta be careful, you can't turn immediately when you unmorph and stay crouched. I've found that one out the hard way. But 10 supers heading into the second half of Turian. Real good. Real good. Here we go, it's baby time. Now, Phazon damaging off the side hopper here leads me to believe he is not going for baby skip. Getting his health down now makes it faster for the baby just to drain your energy away. Oh, he did try for it. He did try for it. I don't think he wasn't quite set up for it. But Phazon knows what's up, making sure to face right, saving himself a few frames. So we hope you all like beeping, because we're going to get that for a few moments here. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Opting to open the door before taking the missile refill, giving himself a little bit of security there. Ooh! Ooh, skipping the animation! I didn't even know you could do that! Gosh, learning all sorts of things with this tournament. Love it. Playing peekaboo with the door here. But he makes it through. Not opting to take the safety save. I don't think he was trying to use the super there. He looked a little bit distraught for a moment. Okay, and since he fired a super, he's going to go back and get the missiles just to be safe. He's come too far to lose it to running out of ammunition, so cannot blame him. Alright, so with this... harsh words in the chat. Oh my god, chat, I love you, please don't ever change. Oh my gosh. One of the things I love the most about this tournament is that it's just brought the community together in the best way. Meeting all sorts of wonderful people in the tournament, in the chat, just having a great time. And first try, Zebskit Phazon, that was clean! Freezing them SpaghettiOs. We don't have time for canned pasta. We have a mother brain to deal with. As you can see here, he has taken lessons, and he's applying those super missiles directly to the forehead. You know, this sounds like a good time to refill some coffee. I feel my energy level dropping, and I need me some good energy. Because Phazon is not only about to finish, he is in exceedingly strong shape for the PB. His current PB is a 119.24, and he's at a 105.40 something right now. The PB is not just on the table. If he can finish this, it's almost guaranteed. So come on, everybody, help me in cheering Phazon on. He's got this. Come on, Phazon, get them 20 charge shots. Here comes the ketchup. What ketchup? That bottle hit the wall 10 feet away. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn if it were... I don't know where I was going with that sentence, but Mother Brain doesn't care. She's just bringing out the rainbow beam, which means Phazon has finished MB2. I don't know why he dropped that power bomb there, just probably wanted to show off what happens, lagging the game a little bit. Oh, okay, someone in chat pointing out to me that Phazon actually does have a lower PB than we thought, so that's great though. Phazon has actually been doing some dramatic improvement since he started this. He and I were talking actually, he and I were both talking when we started because he and I were the two lowest seeds, and he's been improving dramatically. He's already passed me, so I gotta do some catch-up. My god, puns are so deeply ingrained in my body that I make them without thinking about it anymore. But in any case, I need to get that one out of my system there. Once again, the baby taking matters into its own. Whatever the heck it is that Metroids have instead of hands, I don't honestly know. Because I don't think they can use... Now, oh god, now I just have a mental image of a Metroid playing the piano with its little clawy things. That would be kind of amazing, actually. But we don't have time to think about Metroids playing piano, because it's time for Mother Brain to be a terrible mother. Boy, this is really good coffee. Incidentally, friends, if any of you ever run into me in real life, by all means ask me for coffee. I'm more than happy to share it, because coffee is for friends. Oh no! The baby is dead! Phazon, you know what you have to do. Show her what we do to irresponsible mothers. No, Mother Brain, no amount of onion rings will help you here. That's not- Pliskin, that's no joke. Ask Sephi. I will literally walk around with a coffee thermos full of coffee, and if anyone asks me, I will pour it out for him. He's seen me do it. But no, let's not talk about coffee now. We need to talk about dust, because that's what Mother Brain just turned into, because Phazon did what he had to do. And now what he has to do is get out of here. The planet is set to explode, and he does not want to be sticking around for it. All he has to do is make it out. He's got plenty of time. 3 minutes is more than enough. Thankfully, Pirate's not getting in his way too much in this room. Oh my god! Giving him the lasagna noodles right through the wall. Boy, lasagna sounds really good right now. If anyone has a really good lasagna recipe, please shoot it to me in my DMs. I've been looking for a good lasagna recipe. He's almost out of Turian. No problem. Into Criteria he goes. Oh no, he bonked the door! He's gonna have to do the poverty escape climb, but I believe in you, Phazon. I saw you do it fine before, now the screen is just flashing colors, shaking and exploding. No problem. This is just like challenge mode. I believe in you. Yeah, look at him go. It's almost as if the— oh! Okay, just adding some tension. I get how it is. I appreciate that. Give me something to talk about. Sweetnum, if you did that, I would be very, very appreciative. Thank you. Alright, into the parlor. Phazon making his way out now. Phazon is also a GBA trade runner, so I'm curious to see if he decides to save the animals or not. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's going down! He's going down! Oh, Phazon, you're breaking my heart. Okay. Phazon playing games with my heart. I believe the way the song goes is quit playing games with my heart. With my heart. My heart. Whoa, or something like that. It's been a long time since I've heard it. But Phazon wait, his timer, we might get— come on! Come on! No, you stalled! Oh! Phazon, you almost had the 111-11! You almost had the 111-11! Dang it! Dang it! Phazon finishing the race in an official SRL time of 1:11:22. GG's to him. He has given us— well, he and Oshino have given us a most spectacular race. Friends out there, if you haven't already done so, please do give both of these runners a follow. And here's Phazon now. Phazon, GG's.
Oh, thank you.
That was, that was quite a run.
Yeah, that kind of happened. It was a fun run.
It sure looked fun. I know I certainly had a lot of fun watching and talking over it. A lot of fun. Fun. Words are hard. So, I gotta ask, so, what felt really good there? Because it seems like it was a bit of a roller coaster in some spots there. What were you especially happy with?
It was definitely a roller coaster. Holy crap. I was happy with Maria. Even with not realizing how low energy I had going in. And I figured, whatever, I'll just do some grab jumps, have some fun. Dragon was awful. That Dragon really scared me.
Yeah, Dragon was kind of terrible to both of you today.
Otherwise, I don't know. I felt like sometimes my movement was a lot better than it has been. And other times it just wasn't good at all.
It also looks like you made it up. I looked away for just a moment and you made up Red Tower really fast.
So I forgot ice. I really wasn't thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. I just completely forgot ice.
I thought you were.
I got to like the tube and I was like, oh, I'm forgetting something. And I was like, whatever, I'll just go with it. And I just supered some of the rippers. Got it on my second, third jump, and just continued on.
Man, that adapting on the fly though, that's real slick. I guess that rando's paying off.
Yeah, I haven't played rando in a while, but it definitely helps some with those gravity jumps and trying my hardest not to die to Phantoon or Dragon.
And you didn't. You beat them both first try, even if it was dicey, you still did it. And that's really what matters at the end of the day. Alright, so I'm going to take a look here at the challenge thing here. This puts you at, I want to say, why can I not find you here? Okay, this puts you at 1 and 2, it looks like.
Yes.
Okay, so with that in mind, are you going to be doing anything in particular to prepare for your race next week?
I am definitely going to try my hardest, just practice rooms over and over, get used to more consistent movement and strats, especially for bosses. Try my hardest to Shine Spark Dragon correctly.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. And I will actually add one last thing, just because someone pointed it out, and I thought it was kind of funny. You Shine Sparked right at the end above the ship. You almost entered the ship at a 1:11:11, which almost made me really happy. And then someone pointed out that your previous run was actually a 1:11:11, so that's some serious consistency.
Somehow it was, and I didn't think I was close. I didn't have my timer up when doing that run, so I didn't know how close I was. But that's pretty funny how consistent that would have been.
Yeah, definitely. So, do you have any final words of wisdom or a message for your fans out there in the chat?
Honestly, no. Just this is a fun game. It looks a little daunting to try to learn, but as you play it more and more, it's really fun to start getting your time down and learn strats. Like mock balling, I really enjoy trying to get the mock balls and the early super mock ball. So yeah, if you want to learn it, go for it. It's extremely fun.
I will second that sentiment. It might seem daunting at first. There is a bit of a learning curve at the start, but once you start getting room strats down, there are a few games that beat the satisfaction of pulling off clean movement through a room, quite like Super Metroid. But with that, Phazon, again, GG's. I look forward to see what you're going to show us next week. And for anyone out there who has a bit more need, a Super Metroid-shaped hole in their heart, so to speak, don't panic. We've got you covered. Tonight, in fact, at 7 p.m. on Speed Gaming 5, we have Aussie 101 versus Dark Red 12, and at 8 p.m. we have French Lightning John versus Maniacal. Someone was asking earlier, we have anyone who runs New Route. French Lightning John does, so if you want to see New Route in the tournament, be sure to tune into Speed Gaming 4 tonight at 8. But I think that's all I've got. So everybody out there, Speed friends, thank you so much for watching. I've been Crunchy Lex, I've had a spectacular time, and hope to see you again.